Hello, this is zwlemon, coming back with my first match of this new tournament that I have entered, called the FPA Tournament, or as it's supposed to be called, the Familial Provision to Ancestors Tournament. Now, this tournament is basically pretty simple. You start with the rules are basically you start with I forget, it's the trait inherited, which means you start with one of the kingdom cards at the very beginning, and every game you play have inherited, you know? So my first opponent here is actingdreamer. I think probably a relatively newer player to Dominion. I think he's in our seeding group, so yeah. He was a nice person. So let's just get right into this, you know. So looking at this kingdom, it's pretty awkward as it is, you know. You're gonna be looking at the for like village here, you have basically Silk Merchant and Gondola, and that is basically it. So there isn't really a lot you can do here. There is collection on the board, but the problem with the collection here is you don't really want a ton of actions in your deck. I mean, you will definitely want some, you know. You'll want a Cursor here with, you know, Young Witch and Trickster. You know, you'll probably want well, a couple of Silk Merchants here, at least. And maybe like a Sook or two, but other than that, you know, there really isn't a whole lot to do on this board. You know, I was thinking at the time of doing this, of just running essentially just a money strategy. I decided not to do that. And for the open, I opened with Sook, and so I can basically trash 2 cards, you know. I'm also trying to get pretty thin here because, you know, getting thin is always very good. So yeah, so this board is kind of awkward. You're basically forced to either run like a money strategy or maybe try to do some wheel spinny things with Silk Merchants here. Now, what I ended up doing is I ended up going for, you know, you'll see that I'm gonna basically end up going for Silk Merchant stuff because a lot of times I've recently been building kingdoms and I have not, you know, sometimes I go like a basic simple money strategy and there'll be something I could have built to that actually beats money most of the time, you know. So in this case, you know, Silk Merchant is at least a very good card. There's Way of the Goat that you can get rid of it out of your deck, so, you know. I did decide to open with Silk Merchant. So my opponent opened collection, and with therefore, there's a variety of things you can do here. They have, you really have Young Witch, Horse Traders. You have Armory if you want to go that route. Silver is fine too, as well, if that's something you're interested in. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I didn't really know what I was doing here. Especially at the beginning of the game, I had no idea how to build this kingdom. I think going back, I would have probably bought a Trickster instead of a Sook for the open, being that cursing is pretty strong, and obviously you can't block it. One other thing to note about this game, something I haven't really mentioned yet, is that basically at the moment of recording this, I was not feeling well at all. I basically was feeling sick, and I more or less just decided to, like, you know, at least for game 1, to cut off the stream, you know, or basically I unplugged my mic and I just, you know, play the game from my laptop because, you know, I was just not feeling very good. So that's why you'll hear me just talking after the game, just describing game 1. Games 2, 3, and 4, I was giving commentary while the game was going on, so I wasn't, I'm not going to really record over those. I'm just going to do it for game 1 here. Alright, so he opens with Tools, which is a good card. I like Tools here. I don't know if I like it for an open here, though. Anyways, now here's something I should have done, you know. What I think I would do going back is what my deck eventually becomes. I would have actually bought a Gondola here to play this Sook. Because one synergy here that I didn't notice at first was basically Gondola Sook. Gondola is a village. You can play like all your treasures and stuff, And when you buy a Gondola, you play your other Souk in your hand. So that's like a very powerful combination here. So that's one of the things I could have done. You'll see me do that more towards the end of the game, but for right now, yeah. So my opponent gets a tracker here. Kind of trying to block off young witches, I assume, because, you know, tracker is the bane on this kingdom. Basically meaning that it blocks young witches. And my opponent also just bought Trickster, so I'm just trying to figure out what I would like to do. Trickster is probably a good card in this kingdom, and probably something I should have got a little earlier, but whatever. You live and you learn. There's really an argument to be made here that this kingdom is really nothing but Souk Trickster money here. I'm also contemplating collection too, because my opponent has 2 collections, and I am kind of curious as to how much you're able to do with that. But yeah, I guess one of the things I've already said is, like, one of the things about collection here is you're already getting stop cards into your deck. And that's something I think my opponent is, I think that's something my opponent, maybe at the time, didn't realize. Is that, you know, you get the tracker, you get the collection points, but that tracker is almost going to act like a victory card, you know? So it would be like, I don't know, getting a 2-point estate or something. Like, right off the bat. Of course, you can actually play tracker and you can do things with it, but, you know, if you get 3 trackers, you're not going to be able to play them all, you know? So here my opponent has a 4, and you're about to see some of the wheel spinny stuff that I do with Silk Merchant. So, like, I gain Silk Merchants and I trash them, you know? Well, I think, yeah, I'm going to trash the Silk Merchant here. And basically that plays out almost like, it's like you're playing Patreon, except you don't get the silver effect. So I get a Trickster here. Opponent has 2 collections in hand. If I were him, I would have probably done double Silk Merchant. I actually don't remember what my opponent does here. There's a lot of things it could do. Yeah. Yeah, Silver Silk Merchant, I think that would have been double Silk Merchant. That would probably give them, that would have given them some nice VP. That would have been 4 VP plus, you know, you have 2 Silk Merchants in your deck, so you get 2 Silk Merchants by, when you buy the first one, there's a coffer left over. So basically what you can do is you can use that coffer to buy the second Silk Merchant. So I played the Silk Merchant for draw. I'm trying to get thin, so, well, I actually have a couple options here. I could, if I were trying to get thin, I could play this Souk, you know, as money, and, you know, could trash a copper in a state. I also could just play it as a goat. Oh, here, yeah. This is when I start doing gondola tricks, yeah. Yeah, so that way I've saved a villager. And, yeah. We've gotten rid of that curse. Probably not a great draw from our opponent. You probably wouldn't have wanted to draw your tools with silver. It's just an unfortunate draw on his, I believe it's a him, but I do not know the gender of my opponent. So I definitely want to give him a curse right now. So yeah, one thing that's good about my deck at the moment is that my deck generally has like 10 cards, as my opponent's has like 21. So having a lot fewer cards is going to be nice, just in general, you know. You'll be able to see your good cards more often that way. So yeah, though it is a little bit awkward of how we're using these villagers, to be honest. I guess a silver. I think with tools that probably should have been here, been a silk merchant or maybe a souk and trash both those coppers. Alright, gets a horde. So that's not bad. Gets another tracker. Yeah, I think getting too many trackers can slow down your deck, as you're not. It's gonna be hard to play all those trackers eventually. And you know, it can come out to basically a glorified province. Yeah, now here I'm trying to figure out what I would like to do. You basically have two options with the tools here. I can basically get a silk merchant, get an extra villager, or I can get a gondola and basically trash this copper right here. And actually, that's one thing I should probably add. Gondola tools is almost like, sort of like spear a little bit, you know, or no, it's staff. Yeah, staff from like loot, and that you can essentially use it to play an action during your treasure phase, which turns out to be pretty good. There's a lot of stuff you can do by playing actions in your treasure phase, so that's very strong. And Gondola itself is not a bad card to have, you know. If you're doing like a money strategy and you go over, let's just say you're trying to green and you hit 10, you can use the Gondola to save it for next turn, making it more likely that you hit 8 again for your next turn. So it's not even that bad of a card. So I'm undoing this Gondola play, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what my plan is here. Okay. I'm not sure why I did that. I don't know what my plan was here. I might have just been overthinking things at the moment. But yeah. Oh, maybe I wanted to play it next turn, that's why. Oh yeah, I just want to trash a copper. And I took another silk merchant. Kind of using it, buying silk merchants at this weird pseudo village. Yeah, it is kind of odd, but it's kind of what I did. Okay, my opponent takes a second trickster. Alright, so I wouldn't have gotten rid of that souk. I really feel like I could have done a pretty cool play here had I done things differently. I feel like I could have played, if I used both my villagers, got a souk here, you know, or I used both my villagers, or at least one of them, and bought like double like gondola. I could play both those souks, and that would have been pretty nice. I bought another collection. I'm not sure if I would agree with that, going back and looking at it. So buying a Silk Merchant collection seems okay here. We have just seems to really be wheel spinning kind of engine here. We play Silk Merchant, use a village, and then villager, then like buy a Silk Merchant to get the villager back. It really doesn't seem that good. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so here I'm just gonna probably buy like double Silk Merchant here. Yeah, I'm still going with the Silk Merchant strategy right now. So now that's the total amount of... Basically, the amount of villagers I have is basically 3 plus however many Silk Merchants I trash. So yeah, my opponent has 2 hordes. Yeah, so I haven't really been giving commentary at the moment. Yeah, so ideally, this isn't a great turn. You might just buy... Yeah, so I just buy a Gondola to trash here. And really don't want another... Don't really not want another Trickster in my deck, because it does seem kind of slow. I could see an argument for it, but yeah. So yeah, they get the province. That's a good play by them. No, that should have been a Gondola buy there, and then... I think I should have been a Gondola buy there, and then I play the Souk. Unfortunately, I don't really start doing that really till the end of the game, but I think that would have been very good here. But yeah, I can... So I follow up on my opponent's province. Takes another collection. Would have been pretty strong if there was more like villages here. I think collection would have been pretty good. Yeah, here's me not really knowing what to do again. And yeah, right now I just basically start going for green. I start going for basically provinces because there's not really a whole lot else for me to do at the moment. Yeah, I trash the Silk Merchant with Way of the Goat. One thing that was nice about, well, at least what I'm doing, is we have a lot of leftover coffers. So with the coffers, what we can do is, with the coffers, we have a little bit more like flexibility in what we can do. So my opponent gets a lot of golds with his horde. I guess going back to the other things I was saying with coffers is coffers give me a lot of flexibility to at the very end of the game, I would say. And here I have to decide if I want to keep this curse or what exactly I want to do. And I think here's when I start to realize the gondola trick. I think up until this point I didn't really know what I was doing. Didn't really think about it too much. I think what I would have redone if I had the chances, I probably would have cursed with Trickster and then probably played Sook. Maybe use some of my coffers there. Yeah, but unfortunately my opponent has a lot of trackers, so their deck, even with a bunch of golds in it, it's going to be a little bit kind of sketchy here. Alright, so luckily I've been going on a pretty nice province streak right now. So pretty lucky, like with a lot of draws, how they landed here. Looking to see what I can do. I'm not sure. I should have trashed that Silk Merchant. I'm not sure why I did what I did. Yeah, I think in retrospect I would have trashed that Silk Merchant like I had been doing. I think that was a misplay, playing that Silk Merchant right there. Anyways, we're getting towards the end of the game, and there is a possibility they could catch up. So I decided to use my coffers on a duchy here. Being that they do have collections and you don't really know exactly what they can pull. They could have a really good turn. They could have also a dead turn, so it really depends. You don't particularly know. But here we have a win. So we basically have a 12-point lead, and it's basically just going to be very hard for my opponent to catch up here. So we have a gondola in play, meaning that we could set the gondola aside. We set the gondola aside, so we have 2 already coming into this. If we play this Sook right off the bat, it's just 3. And then the gondola in my hand and the copper is... yeah, that just comes out to 8. So yeah, that's basically how we win the first game. We kind of try this awkward Silk Merchant engine, but... I mean, kind of, eventually it works out with some of the Gondola Cheese, we do. I think if I were to replay this kingdom, I would use a lot more Gondola Cheese. Like, definitely a lot more Sook into Gondola and the Sook stuff, especially with tools. That would have been great. Possibly more Trickster stuff. Maybe 2 Tricksters could have been good here. I decided to use Silk Merchants also for, like, cycling and stuff. And I really... I'm not really sure how well that really turned out, but it kind of did allow me to, at least get my deck cycling a bit. I guess it was awkward having to trash your Silk Merchants with Way of the Goat. So I guess that was kind of awkward, but it sort of worked out in the end. So mostly Gondolas kind of kept me through in this game, I think. And I think it was the Gondola Cheese mostly that helped me to kind of hit consistent province at the end. Also, the thinning we did earlier on did pay off in the end, I think, so that was good too. Alrighty, so for the rest of this game, for the rest of this match, I'm just going to use the commentary I had at the time, and yeah, this is zwlemon, signing out. I think, yeah, let's see, what's inherited here? Oh, investment, that's pretty good. On 2 board, okay. Alright, well, this is pretty easy for the open. It also means we have 5 next. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just a silver. You could do Silver Sentry. Doesn't look bad. Well, plus Wealthy Village kind of means you want to get the silver. What realistically are you building here? You're probably building Wealthy Village, Barge. There's a lot of stuff, you know. You might eventually introduce Legionary attacks, but I think for now silver's pretty obviously the open. Yeah. So you have really two options here. We open Sentry, or we open Sentry, or we open Barge. I feel like I want to open Sentry first, especially because of Tomb. At the same time, it could be wrong. I feel like I want Sentry, and then we build maybe like Wealthy Village, Barge stuff, you know. I think that sounds reasonable to me. It's a 5. Oh, that's not a great open for you. Let's see. We'll trash these. I'll probably take a Barge. Here. Looks reasonable. We can already start kind of getting our draw going. I guess I'd probably trash this copper or go for a village green. Yeah, that makes sense. So getting thin really quickly for both of us, I would say. I sort of had the better open too. He gets another silver, okay. Yeah, I'll probably trash. Well, how much is in our deck? I think we only have one. These are all coppers down here. Well, I mean, we would probably trash both of these, right? Because we have at least one copper down here. We'll be able to get Wealthy Village this turn. Looks pretty good, all things considered. Well, no, we have one village green, but it will not be the end of the world here because we have a copper down here, so that's fine. That's fine with us, and we'll probably be taking a Wealthy Village. All right. I'm having a much really cleaner draws than my opponent. I mean, it'd be very. I've been in the other situation than my opponent, you know. And I believe it would have been pretty difficult to just come back from where my opponent's at. So it's like I'm not gonna really say you know, if someone were to say, oh, you're kind of winning because of shuffle luck, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably have to agree with that, you know. But we really have a head start. We have a Barge, we have a Wealthy Village, we are mostly thin. We just really, most of that is due to the open, you know. So if you are watching this, my opponent, I wouldn't beat yourself up too hard. This is like, I have had stupidly good draws. Oh, Legionary makes sense. Introducing the Legionary attack is something that I would recommend here too. We can probably trash this. Probably do now. What if I try? I might get rid of this investment now, because I don't really need it. I might trash this for VP, get in our Wealthy Village. I guess we'll do this next turn. So we're already completely thin. Okay. I understand if you do not want me to do that. Okay. I'll because this is a little bit. I understand what you say. I won't make him do it because I understand. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Same thing. Okay. End buy. Alright, so we've shown out end buys. We'll probably want to take a copper to get the investment. We probably will want to take a copper to get the investment stuff going. So, will you take gold? Yeah, sure. I could see. If they get a gold, that's reasonable. Yeah, gold's reasonable here, I think. Here. What would I like to keep? I would like to keep probably a century, I think. We end buys here. I think we'll just end buys. I'll probably go. I want more money. Here's the thing. Here, I'm probably got a puzzle box. Do I want a village green set aside? That could be fine. If I do get the discard attack, that'll probably be okay. I want to draw. I want to have more draw here, but I think I want more money first. It's the biggest thing, I guess. I guess we just do silver. We could do silver wealthy village and then kind of. Sure, I'll top deck wealthy village. We'll top. I guess we can top deck later. Sure, I'll top deck you. And I'll probably go silver, probably not. And I might even do a copper, though this is a little bit sketchy play for sure. Alright, it's a barge, okay. Confirm trashing. Okay, pretty happy that that didn't collide. Okay, we're gonna set this aside for next turn. I'm going to trash this for VP. Okay, so now with puzzle box, I don't think I want to set anything aside. I might set aside insignia. This looks to me like wealthy village barge, I think. Okay. You know, doubloons would usually not be the best, but here it's alright because we can go into legionary stuff pretty soon. Get some wealthy village. Oh, they get a spell scroll. Maybe that's not the one you would want the most. When I set this aside next turn probably inactions. I'll probably take this. So actually I have 2 buys. So it looks like for me this is gonna be barge legionary, I think. That's fine. I guess I'll probably top deck a barge. Top deck, and I'll probably don't top deck the legionary. Okay, it's not like I was not expecting that. So we confirm discarding. Let's just do everything. Yeah, city's fine. Sure, I'll village green. I will do it. Actually, we'll do this next turn. I think that's what you prefer, right? Prefer to do it next turn. Okay, you play your spell scroll. You might just take another barge here. I don't like the gold play. See, I have 3 barges and you have 1. like you would very much rather have maybe some draw. Though I have more payload than you, I believe. It's a little early for greening, I think. Yeah, I mean, I can pretty easily build. I'll do this next turn. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. You got a village green set aside, so cool. You'll be in a little better spot. I think you want to set aside for next turn, but it's okay. And actions. I'll probably set aside this with puzzle box. Let's see. We have 22. I could double. As it is, I don't think I want to yet. I think one more turn I build and then we double, right? I guess we probably play Wealthy Village in hopes. Well, what would I want? Oh, well, if Platinum would bring me up 8. One more barge for sure. Yeah, I'll top deck that. I'll definitely top deck the Wealthy Village. Sexton, pretty good. Continue. I could. I want more money, but I'm a little afraid of dutting. Maybe I do barge mill. Yeah, barge looks reasonable. Mill and I don't know. Cause I do want one more barge. Maybe it's just another barge Wealthy Village, and then we'll probably just start greening-ish. Yeah, maybe just like barge. I guess I can top deck that. Why not? Wealthy Village, and I guess I'll top deck you as well. The orb. I don't need that as much. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 5. If you're going for Wealthy Village, I'll give you the redo on that. Another Legionary, okay? Actually, let's do Sentry first. Current trashing. We'll discard this. Let's see. How quickly can we get to the top of our deck? I might. Let's see. Okay, so I'll probably put this for next turn. Probably do this next turn. I'll probably do this next turn. This next turn. Legionary gold. Now the question is, do I just do this turn for the extra buy? Could be. Well, why don't we just get in our barge? And that sounds fine. Alright. We'll just pay this money. We don't have much more money. We can mess around a little bit. Like barge double platinum looks. I think barge double platinum looks okay. Yeah, I mean it looks fine to me. Let's do barge. Yeah, we can top deck that. And we'll go double platinum and we'll just do triple colony. Continue. And yeah, continue. So ideally we're building to like. Okay, nice. You get the Legionary attack in. So you getting a province. Okay. Alright. So, what's down there? What did I discard? You know, honestly, I think it's just better to do this. Legionary attack. And actually, I can discard a section, so it's not the end of the world. It's just build into a pretty high amount and then just doing it over and over again. Yeah, I think so my opponent's a newer player, so that there's nothing wrong with being a newer player. Oh, there was more money down there. I probably should have actually drawn. I think that would probably been correct. That's not the end of the world. We'll just do 3 coins. And we will score this turn. Alright, I could triple colony. Do I just triple colony? I mean, I think that just wins anyways, right? Or I could just... Well, there's also an extra... My deck can technically hit 38 max, but... 1 colony at least. Not top decking. Probably 1 more barge. One... Wait, oh. I guess 1 more wealthy village. Guess we'll top deck this. It doesn't matter. We'll just take a colony here. And from here, we'll probably just be tripling. Okay. It's a legionary. Yeah, that's pretty over here. Here, let's confirm. We're not trashing, but we will discard. Here, we'll just probably do this. This will be next turn. 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 We'll do this. We're probably not dudding again for the rest of the game. Yeah, okay. So, just if you're watching, you generally want to save that aside for next turn. You'll just get a little bit more out of it, you know. Sure, we can set this aside. Why not? So we can do triple colony. Continue. Continue. Yeah. Continue. And maybe did I take a wealthy village or a barge? Wealthy village sounds fine. Let me just top deck this. I don't care if I top deck chalice. So if we get legionary attacked, oh gosh, you just got rid of. Yeah, we'll keep our barges because we have whatchamacallit, that in play. You probably just want to do that once, but it's okay. It's fine. It's pretty over here. Here, I won't be immune to him. He was nice to me. So we'll just play whatever. Doesn't matter. I don't know. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's probably just like double colony. And then maybe just a province. Yeah, there we go. Sounds cool to me. Alright, so that's 2-0. That is 2-0, and you should be first. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So it's 2-0 at the moment. Looks... We inherit a tragic hero, that's funny. There's no trashing other than counterfeit. I think we won't. Do we get rid of a state? I think with Old Witch, probably it's worth it. It's probably worth it to get rid of a state. But I wouldn't know. Well. Ooh, this is weird. Okay, so what do I want to do? Do we get rid of a state? Man, this is so weird. Because, like, we have counterfeit that's good for trashing copper. Shepherd is good for, I think it's gotta be a state. Shepherd's good for, like, you know, drawing with the estates in hand. But, we'll probably open Shepherd. Oh, well. think you wanted Old Witch there. Exploration doesn't look as bad because I see a lot of hands where we might dud. Well, actually, no, we have strong 2s though. I would take Old Witch first. But you can also see stuff colliding. So this is tricky. So, like, what this board has is you have Old Witch stuff, which you want to get started pretty early. You have Village with Village Green. You have Bridge, which is very powerful. Bridge is very powerful. You have several forms of draw. So, including Shepherd. So, I'm wondering if this open... Man, this is so weird. I think I want to open Old Witch, then I want to open Counterfeit, because if I trade in my Tragic Hero, then... I might Tragic Hero into Counterfeit. That also is a thing I can do here. Yeah, I think I like that, which makes me a little bit more trying to go the Exploration open. That makes a little more sense to me. I might try to do that just for the collision. And we're going to play behind here for sure, but we'll try it. We'll try Exploration, and we can do Tragic Hero, Old Witch stuff, I think. Let's try it. Let's try it. It might not be the best open. Okay. What did they get? Got a Shepherd. Okay, we're going to take an Old Witch here. Okay, this is not... See, this is what I was planning for. Nice. Okay. This is where that, Okay. Here we go. We play this, and we get a Counterfeit. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, do I start doing Shepherdish stuff? We could start going... Okay, so we have a couple options here. We have to go a second Old Witch. I don't know if I like that as much. Well, second Old Witch sounds okay. Maybe we do Border Guard second Old... We could do Border Guard second Old Witch. Doesn't sound terrible. And then we go into Village Green's next 4. Or maybe we do Village Green, Border Guard already. I think I want a Border Guard though, or yeah, I think I want Border Guard, and I think what I'm gonna do is then I'd probably do Shepherd. What if no? Let's try Shepherd Village Green. I think. Let's try it. Actually, I think he uses Village Green. I think he would use this Village Green now. Gets a gold. Not really what you would want to do here. You would rather have a Counterfeit so you can get rid of some of those coppers, especially when I'm going to be junking you with Old Witch. So I have a couple options here, but I think what I'd like to do... I didn't take a Border Guard, so I think I'll do that. I think I'll take a Border Guard. Hopefully we draw Shepherd or Old Witch, but if we don't, it will not be the end of the world. Gold I don't like. Counterfeit's much better. Maybe you can buy a Counterfeit now. Though I would recommend you buying Old Witch. Okay. 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 Cool. Okay, we may go pretty hard with the village greens and old witches. Eventually, what we're gonna want to do, we might eventually want to try to build to a bridge mega turn, but I think we want to do this for now, and then oh, that's bad. I would take a counterfeit if I were you. Yeah, that's great. Great choice. Okay, we get the counterfeit in hand, so that's not bad. I think now we take barge. No, I think barge is reasonable now. We'll try to get some decent deck control. Before we start trying to do bridge megaturn stuff. We also will be running out of coppers, so let's keep that in mind as well. But I don't think I want a second. Do I already want to start hitting bridges? I think I'd rather have a little bit more deck control first. Okay, so two old witches are down there. So you could province now. I guess that could make sense. I don't believe in these golds. We can put this in hand. Let's see. Do this now. I place Old Witch now. And I put this for next turn. Now we sort of need to go up in payload, I guess. We would here. If I could do. I think I'd do Village Green Silver. That looks good to me. And then we'll start kind of building our bridge mega turn here. I think you very much wanted the counterfeit copper here. Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course I'm gonna undo that. You can undo as long as you want. Like you want. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. It's an old witch. Okay, that's good. It's good that you're taking an old witch. You should be taking an old witch. It's very good. Yes. Do I actually save this for next turn? I actually might. Here. Okay. Take another curse. Yeah, we can end this for now. And let's see. What am I doing now? We're probably doing more Village Green Bridge stuff, right? Let's see. How much money do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. It could be 9 if we get rid of. It's actually, I think you just want to get rid of a copper here, because I think that's enough. Yeah, it is. So it will be Village Green Bridge next. That's what this is like headed towards for me. Hopefully we do get draw cards here. So what am I looking at? You? I like old. If I'm you, I like Old Witch Village Green. Get some deck control. Too many golds in my opinion. Now, Old Witch, you can trash one. Cool. See, we'll just draw our deck and figure out what to do here. Oh, whoa. Okay. So we can actually do this for now. Set this for next turn. We can play this. You may. So we're winning this curse split pretty well. Pretty handily, and we're getting closer to the end of the game. I will counterfeit this copper. Well, let's see. What do we have here? We have 8 money at max, I think, right? Yeah, so I think, no, we have 9. So we have 1 from bridge. We have 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I probably will want to get rid of the silver, I think, and go village green bridge. I could be wrong. Okay. But we'll see. Okay, a very good turn for us. Hopefully you can get a couple of old witches in, because it's a very... I'm basically winning this curse split 8-2. Oh, yeah, that's not great. Yeah, so you'll be able to trash one, but we're basically out of curses. So, and that's one of the things, when you're newer, you're probably not really knowing what you're supposed to go for. It took me like years to kind of get the idea of what you want to be playing for, or what cards you would prefer. Yeah, we'll pass through these, I think. Yeah, we're gonna play this for sure. Play this now. Play this next turn. Well, I actually kind of messed this up, but it shouldn't be a huge deal. This might be bridge, village green. Or what if we did bridge, village green, barge? And that way we can start to set up our next turns, right? Yeah, and also we can start getting border guards too, so I think that might be helpful. Let's do village green, like bridge. Or probably like barge and then just like 2 border guards. One of the sad things also about this board is that there's no real way to get curses out of your deck. Okay. Border guard. I like this bridge in my hand. Okay. So I won't really be getting rid of pasture here. So let's do village green. Probably bridge. Another village green. Probably another village green. Probably like shepherd. Piles are low, but maybe one more bridge. Golds, okay, that's not gonna do a lot, but I guess there is trashing for curses. I just gotta play with witches, but for me it's more important to get draw really than put a border garden. I wonder if we hit village green soon. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for. Yeah, we can take the lantern, I guess. Maybe a horn should have been better, but it's kind of whatever at this point. Yeah. Do this now. Yeah. Sure, you get a horn too. Here you go. Okay, we'll probably play both of these. Now. We'll probably do. I guess I'll do this now too. Probably like. Did I just win here? I think I do. Well, let's look at this real quick. Yeah, we could pile estates. I think we win, right? So if we do it now, we have 3 buys. We'll have 10 buys. Yeah, that's enough to end for sure. Alright. Sure, we'll do it now. Alright, here. So it's just gonna be this. Alright. Give you a GG. Alright. Alright, last one. I think I should be first. There you go. Alright. Okay, cool. We inherit Bandit Camp. Lyson is Guildmaster. Lyson's Guildmaster. Let's look at this real quick. Only trashing here is... So, what looks most likely what I would like to do here... We're gonna start with a Bandit Camp. We're gonna start with Bandit Camp. We inherit a Bandit Camp, and yeah, I'll do this so we can understand what our shuffles are. Yeah, so we have Calvary, we have Guildmaster. What would I like to do? Is the question. Likely here we're taking a Shaman. We're taking Shaman for sure. And we want stuff that will get a draw pretty quickly. We might even open Calvary. Like, that doesn't seem completely unreasonable here. I think I would like a Shaman. Eventually, I think first 3 will be tent, especially with, you know, bandit camps and stuff. We will want tent, 100%, because we want Garrison. Yeah, here to me, this looks like Calvary Shaman here. I don't think... There's also an argument for Patient Groom. Do I want that? We will. I think next 4 will take that, but I really like doing Calvary now, I think. And yeah, taking another Shaman. I think we'll eventually do Patient Groom into, I don't know. Okay, it gets a gold. Here I like doing Patient Groom. I actually very much like this. It's a 10. Oh, great buy. I respect that. I respect that buy. I respect the 10 buy a lot. I think that's very much what you would want. I think I will take Calvary to increase the draw, but there's also one thing I should note. The only plus buy here is Calvary. So we will need more bandit camps pretty soon. We will need more bandit camps, that's for sure. I guess Groom can get us some more estates at the end game, but what do I have? 0. Is there something that puts... I didn't just trash all my estates. Oh no, I only have 2 estates. Yeah. Oh, so he isn't trashing yet. Oh, okay. So I think this is Calvary, and next 5 is okay. This looks like Shaman's. I'll buy another Shaman here, I think. And yeah, do patient groom. Well, we're gonna either want a tent. We're gonna either want the tent or the fort if they switch it up, you know. Okay, you're running money. Okay, shaman. I think I want a tent. And next time I can do it, I will want another bandit camp. I'm actually not trashing here because I do want another bandit camp. I do need the terminal space. But I will say as a newer player, to my opponent, if they are watching this, and shaman boards, you really want to trash. Okay, gets a. Are they taking Garrison? Are they taking Garrison? I must know. I am curious. I myself would like some Garrisons. Buys and gains a Garrison, yeah. I do think that is a great buy for you. So I'm not gonna trash because the copper I trash is just gonna come back into my deck after I trash it. Here we're gonna take a Garrison as well. Don't do me like that. I love. Hill Fort. Do I want Hill Fort? Oh, I already have a groom. I already have groom. Here, we'll trash a copper. I'll trash a copper. I'll play both these Calvaries. And maybe I just get a silver. It could also be in our shaman. Wouldn't be completely unreasonable. What do I need more? We'll take one more shaman so we can do mass trashing and then we'll call it good. Okay, so we're gonna patient groom here. And honestly, what I'm doing is I think what I'm getting stronghold. I'm probably gonna take a Calvary here, and I'm kind of hoping here what I can do off this turn is basically I can with a plus buy I'll get from Calvary, which is the only plus buy on this board. I might be able to get more bandit camps, which would be very nice for me. Let's see, get the silver. Okay, we do patient, take this. Okay, we'll see how well this goes. We'll probably play a Garrison right now. Alright, do I want more distant land? I think I want more bandit camps here. We'll build a little more. I could also want a stronghold, but I think bandit camps sound more appealing to me. Okay. Maybe maybe you start greening? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay. Garrison. Shaman, get that out of the trash. Okay. Here. Part of me wonders if I just do Calvary right now. I could. Or do I just go? Maybe I just don't even do that. I think next turn I might go for like double. I think because I can. Yeah, we just trash those here. Don't trash. Don't trash. Don't trash. Actually, do I want a stronghold? Not that badly. I mean, like it is VP, but like I would probably like. Yeah. Here. We'll probably take a province here, and then I'll groom in our cavalry, I think. Looks reasonable. Yeah, I'll patient this groom. We'll not put that on top. Wonder if I may have built around a little too much here. Do you think I'm patient to get a group? I could do patient Garrison, right? Or I do patient. I don't think I want an Garrison though. Well, I do want an Garrison for sure. I'll probably just take a Garrison. Calvary might have been the correct choice. Yeah, we'll probably get. Do I use the spoils? I could. I probably will just take another province here though. I guess so. Shaman, good choice. Garrison, Shaman, okay. I'm gonna trigger the shuffle. Hopefully we run across Garrison. We do not. So I might do something you probably shouldn't be doing. Desperation Calvary. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do Garrison. I'll probably take a province, go up a bit. Yeah, probably just gonna go for straight for like probably another province here. With money, he will probably be able to hit province here, so I'll have to probably hold back a bit. Garrison's a good pickup for you. You could also do Calvary. Calvary's not bad either. Actually, you probably would do Calvary since you're so close to the end of the game. Tide pools, not bad. Distant lands, okay. Okay, so let's Garrison first. Okay. One of the things I'm a little... I really want to hit Garrison, is the thing. Okay, we do hit Garrison, cool. Okay, we do hit Garrison, that's kind of lucky. We'll probably just do this for our province. Okay. Yeah, so we like Garrison. We do a couple cavalries, like however many we can do, like 1, 3 here. And we just take another province. Okay. Last province. Alright. Garrison here. Okay, I think we just win. Don't trash, whatever. Okay, it doesn't particularly matter.